to get back at it. And players are creatures of habit. You can bet they enjoyed the time off, but you know they're also ready to get right back into the swing of things.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Rams, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So out comes the Redskins offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by the 3rd overall selection back in 2018 from USC. It's Sam Darnold.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, it's the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
Ito Smith, his first carry, breaks free again. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down. He stayed afloat for a second there after the first wave of contact, but that was going nowhere.
Yeah, what did he tell us in pregame? I just don't want to get my feet stopped initially when I'm trying to make a run. That's exactly what...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you're doing a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Ito Smith. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 13. Darnold. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. The shotgun snap for Darnold. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 36.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. A quick throw now complete to Ross. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Darnold from the gun. Open man is Ross, complete. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
Myers' kick is good. And it's 3-0 as the Redskins strike first. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating 1st downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. This will be fielded at the 8. he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. We'll check on his status when we get back. They'll run on first down. Jefferson. Sean Dion Hamilton was there to bring him down defensively. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
From the 31, Mariota. That's complete to DK Metcalf. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. On first down, Jefferson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. On second down, Jefferson. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. On third down, Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Darnold now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, something get
the ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off around the 27, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Throwing is Mariota. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mariota. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jordan. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. 2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. These two teams all tied after one. Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. And it's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And the They're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Mariota from the gun on third down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Redskins will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, they run with Smith. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Myles Garrett, a milestone sack for him as it moves him past Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor, who finished his career with 132.5. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Charles Harris able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Loss of a yard. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. The Rams on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Vaughn. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Darnold. Funches has it complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give the Redskins 13 there and a first down. Darnold now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. Back to throw, Darnold. On the run, it's Smith. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Darnold. And this will complete right side to Funches. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. A first down carry for Smith. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On the draw, this is Smith. Finding room to the 20 and down to the 16-yard line. A Redskin first down to pick up 15 yards.
Well, that's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Darnold now to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now it's Darnold looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. He's at the 50. 30. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, L.A. So a pick six there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick six going the other way.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-3. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Back to the air, Darnold on second down. That's caught by the tight end, Drew Sample. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on third down. Got a man open. It's Ross. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. The Redskins send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now this is fielded in the end zone. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And you're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if. Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off. This challenge was initiated by the guys in New York. Taking a look at the play, less than 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, I'm sure the coach wanted to challenge it, so he's probably going to send the New York office a holiday card. Looking to throw again on second down. Mariota, and a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times you just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
Mariota on first down, escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Mariota. He'll find Metcalf. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. 3 down. Watch. One. Check. Crunch. Delta. 36.
Throwing on second down. Mariota. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Right here, guys. Fight the ball. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Final play of the half here, Mariota. And that is incomplete. So we have reached half. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football.
And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Mariota now. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Mariota now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. From the 22, Mariota. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. Mariota going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now Mariota to the goal line, but it's incomplete. That was Dante Jackson, the one who got a hand in to knock it away. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now a give right side. Jefferson. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Redskins scoop it.
All I know, partners, that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control, and yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the 2-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On the carry, here's Smith. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. They'll run it again with Smith. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. And the Rams getting set to go now. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Mariota now from the 50. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Mariota on 3rd and 2. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Boy, the run on 1st down a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 6 on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. Now on 2nd and 16. Mariota, it comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball. You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag. No,
I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. We'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. After the penalty, it's Smith. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. Now on 2nd and 16, Darnold. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Staying on the ground, this time it's Smith. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Redskins with the football, but trailing here as we get down to the good stuff. Quarter number 4. On 2nd and 9, Darnold. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 9. Open man is Ross, complete. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of the first down.
The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. First down, Mariota. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
On 1st and 10, Darnold finding a safety valve here. That's complete. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make this a second down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's Darnold. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A Redskin first down, the pickup 15 yards.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
It's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. 2nd and 5 now. Darnold, complete. Smith has it. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That second down play nets a -4. That last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd. A give to Smith out of the gun. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half?
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A 1-yard touchdown reception as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
A very important extra point there, up and good. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They had the interception on the last drive, which led to the tying touchdown. So 10-10 the score as they begin 1st and 10. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards that time. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first down, Jefferson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Mariota. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, kind of works like a sack for the defense there. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They go back to the ground with Smith. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Devin Bush, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. There so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. Switch. 1.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Catch is made by Hurd. And he's taken down inside the 30. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And out of bounds right around the 20. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Jefferson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Mariota to the end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and it's 3rd and 5. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you describe that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh, wow. I thought you were going to go on the field, but okay, I see you. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off down near the 5, and he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. So they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the...
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Smith. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
Here we go, set. Two times. That's it.
Again, it's Smith. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. The Redskins send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Let's take it inside his own 40. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. That game has gone final in Foxborough, and it was the Patriots that wound up winners in that one. A victory there would mean their 6th on the year.
Check three.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 30 yards. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. And his kick is indeed good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year. But he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
This one taken from the 7.
You ain't going nowhere.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
Let's see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. That one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Los Angeles, they keep
young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them